What's going on, guys? I'm just waking up, and today I think I'm going to do something different with my boxing channel. Something that I haven't seen other people do. Try to stand out a little different because I do have a knowledge of the sport from inside the ring. Drinking a Red Bull to help me wake up. So what we're going to do on Sundays is going to be tutorial day Sunday. And we're going to start with the basics. So I think today I'm going to show the jab. Before I show the jab, I'm going to show you what a boxing stance is versus an MMA stance and try to show you how to get your stance. So the first thing about a stance is you should be at your most powerful, where you have the most balance and power with your body weight. So for me, if I bounce, it's here. This is how I like to fight. So this is more of a traditional style. I can jab, I can throw power, I can move. Kind of like a Mike Tyson style, how he stands. Floyd Mayweather is in the Philly shell to where you get more angular like this. So when you're coming forward, you're always on your toes. Let me roll this up for y'all. You're always on your toes because that gives you your balance. And you're shifting your weight as you move forward to the back. You're almost walking backwards actually, where you're pushing with your back foot because you're so angled. Now the purpose of the Philly shell in boxing is that this is the only thing that scores. It is your face and inside here. When you got a little bit on the outside, but you can't go behind the shoulder blades. So basically, this is all you have to hit. So the point of it is, the smaller the target, the less real estate they have to score. So it's a very good defensive tactic because there's not a lot of real estate to hit. Whereas when you start to turn more, you start opening this up. But along with opening this up comes your bobbing and weaving tight, getting inside better. Versus this is more of a, I can pick you apart and sharpshoot you off the counters, use my shoulder, come in, etc. Now the way that you find the stance that you want to be in is, the best thing to do is to get a wall. And you want to push against that wall as hard as you can. And wherever your body naturally goes, that's where you're the most powerful. Now, what you want to look at too is with your feet, is when you get into that power stance pushing, you want to almost have this foot go where the arch of your foot is. Well, not the arch, but the side where it turns from the ball of the heel going forward. It's pretty much like that. So if you have shoes on, it's more pronounced, so it's easier to see. And then you just come forward into that stance. Now, when you're throwing the jab, you want your toes pointed at whatever you're throwing at, because that's almost like your iron sight if you had a gun. That's what you're coming forward towards, because when you're here with a side foot, you're coming over your own leg, okay? So what that ends up doing is it shifts your weight down because you have no balance. So when you're facing with your toe forward like that, you're coming with your knee in so you can shift that weight. That's all boxing's about, is shifting body weight. Because you're trying to get all of your weight behind your punch. That's how you hurt people. Now, when you throw the jab, all it is your lead hand. So if you're traditional, you're here. If you're southpaw, you're like this. Okay? Now, what a lot of people don't know what the jab is, now you can throw feints, and I'll get into what a lot of people don't know is, and you'll see a lot of boxers that are taller, you'll see them doing like this. Now, as you see, the purpose of that is not to jab you, but it's to blind you. So they'll put their hands out in front of your eyes so they can come with the right, or they can come with the hook. And then they can get out. And then they'll come back. Plus, it also acts if you throw a punch, their hands right there to parry. So that's pretty much what the jab is. You have a few power jabbers through the past, Ali probably being the most famous power jabber. But the jab is more about setting up punches, setting up power, setting up hooks, setting up your straight coming down. It's just a setup punch. It's just there to make somebody annoyed and make mistakes. So you see that opening, you pop, hit them hard. So the thing that people don't know about the jab is that I see a lot of people make a mistake is when this front toe, when you take that step, because that's how you put the speed and the power into the jab is by stepping. Because now you're not here. It's not an arm punch. It's a dart. It's a dart, okay? So if you look at my back foot, I'm sliding. You never want to come off the ground like this. You don't want to jump with the jab, because if you jump with the jab, when you get hit, you're here. You have no balance, so you're down on the ground. So you always want to drag that back foot, so if you get hit, this leg can save you. So it's pretty much just a slide. Me, when I move forward, I'm always on my toes. I don't go toe to toe. I kind of slide on my lead heel. But when I throw the punch and I want to hit, my lead toe is coming here. You see how my body's moving? It's when it hits the ground, I'm here. I'm here. It's in sync. So that's how you jab. When your front toe hits the ground, your punch should be fully extended and it should be popping back. Now you got to think of the jab like a cracking of a whip. Most people say that you punch through the target. When you hit something, you want to punch through it. But that's not the case in boxing. That might work in like a bar fight, a street fight where people don't know how to do things. But when you punch through a target, so if you punch through me, right, I can roll with your punch to take most of the kinetic energy out of it. So I'm not taking the full brunt in. That's why counters are so strong, because you're trying to catch them running into the punch. So now all their body weight meets all yours, and they're hitting the head. But when you push through, just off that, not a counter, just with the jab, now they can roll with it and look for a counter. So the point is, you're trying to transfer that energy. You just pop, 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 pop. So when you pop them, it just hits and it pops back and they can't roll. It can't go nowhere but be absorbed by what you're hitting. So in all actuality, not punching through the target with the jab is actually a harder hit than punching through. And that's pretty much the jab. There's not a lot to it. It's very easy. You just need to practice on that front toe hitting the ground when that fist comes. Boom, 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 boom. And always keep your guard up. And always return your hand back to your chin. Depending on your style, you can do the peekaboo. Like Mike Tyson, you can do the mummy. You can do the Philly shell. Now with the Philly shell, you don't have to worry as much about returning here, as you can use this, or you can use your arm to block. Mayweather did that really well. I like to say that Mayweather looks like he's walking with an invisible shield when he does this, like a Spartan shield just protecting him. But most people won't fight in the Philly shell. It's a very technical style, and it needs to match the way that you fight. So for the Philly shell, like a Mayweather, you got to be able to work on reading your opponent, timing, and speed, and being able to beat them to the punch. So traditional, boom, boom. And I'll talk about stances in another video, but really I just wanted to explain that the jab, when that lead foot touches, your fist should be fully extended right on the touchdown and then popping back. Popping back. Fully extended, popping back. And that's pretty much the jab. If y'all need any more details, let me know. This is the first tutorial video. I might set this camera up outside to give more field of view, field of vision. Let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching, like always. Now I'm about to go drink the rest of this Red Bull and wake up.